Guys are welcome to day one of me landing my sponsor job in the UK.
What's a realistic amount of jobs to apply for in a day?
I feel like there's some investment that you need to make when you're looking for jobs, right? I applied for a total of 15 jobs this week.
I feel like I'm actually not doing enough.
Honestly, what this thing has taught me is that in this life, don't give up.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a lovely week. I don't know, every time I wake up, right, I always have this, I don't know what it's called, this chorus voice. So my voice always sounds like really deep, right? But it later gets into the normal voice during the day. Oh my god, you guys, we are here for another video, and it's another serious video. So I'm going to just put context or just explain what today's video or what these videos are going to be going forward. So as you guys know, I have less than 8 months to find a sponsored job or I go back home to Nigeria, right? And guys, I promise you that I have been looking for a job. My head, my everything, like my mental health is not okay. I think I spoke about it in the previous video. So I've just decided that I want to document the process of me landing a job. I don't know when I'm going to get a job, but I know that I will get a job because I know that my God does not sleep, right? And I know that God helps his one. So I decided to make a series. We're going to be calling it the Sponsor Job On series, right? Where I document every single thing I'm doing to land a job, right? My failures, my wins, the days that I'm down, the days that I'm sad, you know, interviews, every single thing, everything that I'm learning on the way. Because one thing about me that I keep on forgetting is that there've been so many times that I've been down, right? Like I've been so down and I did not see a way out, and God has made a way for me, right? And I always forget all these things, right? It's only when I have a problem I'm like, oh God, you don't love me, you don't do this. And I'm like, no, I do not want to do that because God does love me, right? He has showed me several times. Like there've been times that I was even having worse than I'm having right now, right? Actually, I don't think there's anything as worse because whatever I've been going through in my life, none of them has been like time bound. I don't know. Anyways, so I've decided to just document everything. So it's not even just for you guys, it's also for myself, right? To see how my life is going to change. I believe and I have faith that I am going to get a job. I just don't know when. So I just decided that I should document that whole process of me landing my sponsored job in the UK. I don't know, because right now, you guys know, I do have a job, right? I work with the civil service right now. I mean, it's not like I'm unemployed. I'm just trying to get a sponsored job. So that's what this series is going to be. It's going to be called the Sponsor Job Hunt because we're really hunting for jobs, really. So every day, because I apply for jobs Monday to Friday, so it's going to be like a weekly vlog, but a weekly vlog of me just documenting all my processes, the days that I have interviews, even the days that I cry. I'm going to document everything. Today is Monday. I have to go to work. I always have to go to my 9 to 5 that pays my bills, because without that one, I think I will lose my head. Guys, let me tell you guys that when you have a job, right, and you're looking for another job, I mean, it affects your mental health, but it's not that bad, right? But when you're unemployed and you're looking for a job, you are in a different state. So I've been in that unemployed and looking for a job, and I know that that one is the worst. Yeah guys, you guys are welcome to day one of me landing my sponsored job in the UK. I actually like what I just said. Day one of me landing my sponsored job in the UK. I'm going to be Delulu. Delulu is the Solulu. These videos are going to be me being delusional. I'm going to be saying positive things to myself because there is nothing God cannot do, right? There is nothing God cannot do. I just believe that 2026 is my year. 2026 is a good year to me. Like, I know that my God does not sleep, and I'm going to testify. And you guys are going to watch me all through the journey of me getting to my big testimony. So yeah, guys, I'm going to have my bath now, go to work. I never apply for jobs in the morning, but I always do when I come back from work. So yeah, let me get ready for work, and I probably will see you guys when I'm back from work.
Chorando por uma nova ferida, mas como até que de mato nasce uma flor, muitas vezes é da dor que vem o amor.
Guys, oh god, I'm back from the office. So you guys, I've been back since the time that you guys saw me, like when I filmed that part, but I didn't stand up. Like I decided to just rest and like post on TikTok and also edit my videos that are going on TikTok. So that's basically what I do when I get back from work. So I have to also edit because I also post on TikTok like literally every day. So now I'm about to resume to my second job, that's applying for jobs. But before we get into that, I wanted to tell you guys something. So if you guys remember the last vlog, the vlog where they scammed me 150 pounds, right? That interview that I went, right? I got the email today and it says unfortunately, and I mean, I don't even know what I was expecting. I kind of knew that it was going to be unfortunately, but still there was still a part of me that was hoping that maybe, you know, my case would be different because I really wanted to work for the company. It's a startup, the salary was like 60k. I already pictured everything in my head, but yeah, they got back to me and they said that, you know, they're not going to be moving forward with me. So yeah, that happened today, and I also still got other rejections today as well. So I mean, I promise you guys that at the office I was sad, but right now I feel okay because I think I'm just going to have to get used to the constant rejections because it's life. But if I keep on going, eventually one will click. So on Mondays, what I usually do is I always have like meetings with I paid for this boot camp with Almond Careers. So I know that a lot of people say boot camps are not really worth it, which I totally agree with, but I paid for it at a time where I just thought that that was the way to go, right? I mean, aside from Ascendia that I do, I just thought that since I wanted to go to project management, I have a lot of experience, but I still wanted to, you know, understand it more. So I paid for Almond Careers. Guys, I paid for this thing since September last year, but I did the theory parts in September, but we're supposed to have the practical parts in November, I think December, right? But because I was looking for houses and I knew I was moving to Liverpool, so I told them I wasn't going to be able to do that. So I had to join them again. I've started since February. So every Monday, we always have meetings with our program manager and they let us in for what we're supposed to do this week. Guys, when I joined these people, I really thought that you'd be actually working in like a company, but it's like work experience, right? So you're not actually working. They're basically teaching you the job by you doing yourself, which is good, right? Because I mean, last week I learned how to do like WBS. I've learned a lot of things from it. So in as much as I'm like, I would tell anybody, I don't think that is worth paying for a boot camp, honestly. There's so many things you can learn by yourself on Google, like YouTube, even TikTok. There's so many things that you can learn by yourself. But for me, I'm not going to waste my money because that thing cost me £700, 700 Great British pounds. So I cannot waste my money. I'm about to go for that meeting now, and after that, we get back into application. So yeah. So I'm done with that meeting right now. It was a productive one. So in project management, there is waterfall and there's agile, right? So the past 4 weeks, we've been focusing on the waterfall method of project management. But this week, we're moving into the agile project management style. So the task this week is giving me a lot because, you know, there was a class for something called Azure board that I didn't join. But one thing about me is I'll go on YouTube to go and learn it. So on this group as well, I kind of like lead the team as well. So we're a group of like 5 people, and, you know, you always need like a lead project manager. So I like it because it helps me understand, you know, what it is to be a project manager. Anyways, guys, I do my applications each week. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last vlog. I do my applications each week by different things, like sectors. Yes. So on Mondays, I always tackle civil service. On Tuesday, I always tackle another industry. So that's how I do it. So today is for civil service. And I know that you guys asked me in my last video how I do apply for civil service jobs. I'm just going to say it right. One thing I want to be honest about is that I have been getting a lot of rejections from civil service. So I don't know if I'm the best person to tell you that this is what you need to do, because I've not even gotten into like the sifting method, right? I was even having a conversation with my friend Dami. She came to my house yesterday and I was telling her that I put in a lot of applications with civil service and I've still not gotten sifted. So again, I'm telling myself, if I even show you guys, am I confident that what I'm showing you is the right thing to do? But I'm still going to share my knowledge in the little that I know, right? Because Dami, shout out to Dami, she came to my house and she taught me a new method of like applying, and that's what I want to do today. So I'm going to be doing an application with you guys today. We're going to be applying for a job together. I'm going to show you guys everything that I do for my civil service, and if there's any professional watching this, please let me know in the comment section what I am doing wrong. You guys, let me tell you guys the funny thing that happened to me, right? So I've been talking to you guys since, right? But I did not know that I was not talking to you guys because I was focusing on my application and not really looking at my screen. So my SD card was full, so it stopped recording, so I had to format it. And anyways, I'm back, Sha. So I've started my application to a point, but I'm going to show you guys the things that I do. So with civil service, right, the things that you need to understand is the success profiles, the behaviors that are tested. I think those are the most important things that you need to first understand, right? What I usually do, for instance, this is the job that I'm applying for, is the social media job. I have checked it and I know that they do sponsor, right? I just came through the job description to know if I understand the job and if it's something that I can do. Something I need to also tell you guys is that you don't have to meet a role 100%. If you can meet it 70%, that's good, right? So if I've read through everything, and I think the only things that I cannot read, because they wanted CPD certificates, which I don't have, but I'm still going to apply for the role regardless, right? So I would mostly always just copy this job description into Claude. I would also like to mention that I pay for Claude Pro. I mean, I used to use the free one, but I recently paid for the Pro, not because of anything, but because I'm actively applying for jobs. I feel like there's some investment that you need to make when you're looking for jobs, right? One is paying for something that is useful for you, right? With Claude, it runs out of like the message limit, and I'm always tired because most times I either have to wait or something, so I pay for the Pro. Anyways, so the first thing I always do is I'm going to start from the beginning. So I give it this prompt. This is the prompt. I said the civil service uses a point system to grade application 7/7. Analyze this job description, focusing on the essential criterion. The goal of this is to first see if Claude understands what the job is, right? And what are they testing, right? So it breaks it down for me. Another thing that I love about Claude is that it makes it visually like nice for you to look at so you understand it. So it has broken it down for me, mentioned all the things that I need to know. Also, because it knows me and, you know, it has my information, it was also trying to tell me like how I do meet it, and it says I should apply for it, which I was still even going to apply regardless. Anyways, moving forward, the next thing I then do is I go to my prompt list. So this is my prompt list. I have two. This for civil service, and this is the one my friend recently gave me. I basically just copied this prompt into Claude. And another thing that I love about Claude is it would actually further questions so that you would think, right? So with ChatGPT just gives you. Claude makes you think. So he asked me some questions which I then answered, and I also pasted my CV. Then he started telling me what he needs to do to make the CV right? He gave me the first output of my CV, which is this one that you guys can see. I'm not going to open it because my personal details are there. Then I now asked, because I always try to stress my AI. Honestly, I feel like a lot of us just take the first response. Don't take the first response that AI give you. Also stress it for it to think, right? I'm like, if you're to be on the SIFT panel, what would you score this CV? Is there scoring it, blah, 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 blah. And it comes here, it says it's 23/8, and it says it's a good one, but there's some things that needs to fix, right? And I said, you know, go back and fix it to get me to 28/8, right? But one thing I like about Claude is it's very factual. I say score it over the civil service score. Be real, what would the score be? And it comes here and he gave me the honest assessment. It says it's a 21 over 28, right? And the reason being, I do not meet some of the criteria that he did explain for me. And it's like the best way we can meet that is through the personal statement. In my head, I'm like, I actually do understand it, right? If he's going to meet me at the point where I want it to meet me, he's going to have to lie. And I don't think that I want to like over excessively lie, especially things that I cannot defend. So anyways, right now, I just want to read through the CV, re-edit it, then I'll come back to you guys for my personal statement. Okay, so I'm done with the CV. I have done the little edit that I can do. Honestly, I don't really use to edit much, right? I just used to look at footsteps and whatnot, and that's it. Anyways, the next thing now is the personal statement. So what I usually do is, so this is my prompt. It's called the winning formula. I just copy that and copy this and I put it here, right? I'm also going to look, because it says before I write anything, I need two things from you. One, confirmation of the criterion order you want to follow. The job advert lists 7 essential criteria. Civil service panel score in the order they are listed. So the statement should address them in that same sequence. Are you happy with that structure? I am going to click this as well and put it here. Stop. Yes. The next one says, for criteria 2 and 4, so I need real examples from you in your own words, not polished, just the raw story. See the reasons why I love Claude. Tell me about one campaign where what you did was driven by what the organization or brand was trying to achieve strategically, not just run social boards, where the brief came from a bigger goal. 4, tell me about one time the data surprised you or changed what you did. Next, what did you see? Blah, 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 blah. Guys, these are the reasons why I love Claude. It helps you think. Let me go and write all these things down and give it to Claude, then I'll be back to you guys. Okay, so I filled out everything that Claude has given me to fill out, and he's giving me the personal statement. Another thing that I also want to state to you guys is, in your personal statement, right, I always break it down. So Claude already knows it. So situation, task, action, result, and reflection. So I add reflection there because it also helps the viewer, God I beg. It also helps the CIVS panel to understand that I reflect or I reflected on that. So these are the little things that I do for my civil service. Generally speaking, I used to use a different way, right? This prompt that I'm using is new. My friend just gave me because she's been getting lots of civil service interviews. So I'm using a new one because I've seen the results in our application. So that's why I'm documenting this process as well, so that we would all testify and would see. So yeah, guys, I'm going to go back to edit everything. I hope that I've been able to help you guys in the best way that I can. Another thing that I always also like to do is always ask it to rate the scores. So if you are a CIVS panel, what would the score be over 7? I always do that because I like to know where it's thinking. Does it think it's good enough? Then I go back and forth till I get to a score that I'm like, okay, this is good. So yeah, guys, that's everything right now. I'm just going to go back and forth with my AI, and I don't think that you guys will be interested in seeing me going back and forth. So let me go and complete my applications, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to talk to you this night, so I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Gentlemen, boys and girls, girls, you guys, I'm actually really excited today. Today is Tuesday, and guys, let me tell you that, see, God does not play with me. That's one thing I want you guys to know. God don't play with me, because if you guys watched my last vlog, that is the how much I spend in a week, the one where they scammed me £150, right? And I told you guys that, you know, I was going back and forth with Revolut and they were not going to give me my money. You guys, see, shout out to ChatGPT, shout out to Gemini, shout out to Claude, because I spoke to all of them, right, for advice. And the person that gave me the best advice was Gemini. ChatGPT said that I should go to fraud. Anyways, that's not the point. Gemini told me that I should not give up and I should basically send a message to the compliance team and also like ask them that I want to file a formal compliance report, right? And Gemini wrote this letter that was like, Gemini was quoting laws of UK. You guys, tell me why today. Like, I've been fighting with bookings.com to give me back my money. Those ones are delaying me. But Revolut just sent me a message, an email today telling me that, oh, we're going to be giving you back your money, blah 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 blah, that according to their rules and regulations, they are right, but they're still going to give me back my money. I say whatever. I've not even replied that email, because the point I wanted was somebody to refund my money, and you guys, they refunded my money in full. See, this is just your sign. Do not give up. Honestly, what this thing has taught me is that in this life, don't give up. It can look tough. They can say there's no way, but don't give up. Now, who give up? Fuck, look at me. Look at me and look at God. Look at me and look at God. I got my money back. So you guys, I'm a £150 richer. Oh my God, you guys, because of that email, I've just been so happy today. Like, there was nothing that could kill my joy, because I'm like, nah, God, you really showed your big one with this one. Anyways, that's not the point of today's video. So today's Tuesday. I also applied for jobs on Tuesday. Actually, I apply for jobs every single day. But like I told you guys yesterday, I have categories of what I do. Yesterday was for civil service. Today we're going to be applying to university jobs. One thing that I don't think I've told you guys about, I think a lot of people do not know, or maybe you guys know, is that universities actually sponsor, and they even sponsor on this new entrance role. So basically, you don't have to end up to that 40 something. So if this is your first visa, I think it's postgraduate visa, you can still get sponsored. I also applied to university website. The website is called www.jobs.ac.uk. That website, I'm not sure, but I'll put it here. So I am going to apply for jobs today. I feel like this video is going to be long, so I'm not going to be showing you guys my application. You guys are just going to watch me apply for jobs, and that's what we're doing today. But guys, today has really been a good, I am grateful to every one of you that prayed for me to get my money back. Thank you guys so much. It's your prayer, my God, that made this possible, because who would have thought a girl like me, you know? Anyways, I want £150 richer. That's all that matters right now to me. Anybody that tells me unfortunately, you're head.
Morning comes with the early summer light. Curtains sway gently by the window, and you're sleeping.
That's all that we got left now, before the road will run out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys, today is Thursday and I'm at the most beautiful library ever. So this is Liverpool Central Library, and guys, this place is so pretty. What I mean pretty, it's like pretty. It's like I found a hidden gem in this Liverpool. Anyways, yesterday was Wednesday and I did apply for jobs. I didn't just record it because it was so cold and I was just cozy under my bed, so I just applied for jobs on my bed and I didn't record it. Today I just decided to do something new, go to somewhere new. Maybe it will spark some new ideas in me. Maybe, you know, something different will change, right? So I came to the library and somebody in my office always comes to this library, so I was asked to try the library, and guys, this place is so pretty. It's big, it has like 4 floors and it's really aesthetically pleasing. Honestly, Liverpool don't play when it comes to aesthetic and like architecture. Problem now is that I'm trying to find where to sit down, set up my laptop and apply for jobs. Well, it's like super crowded. Who knew that people actually still come to libraries? Like the last time I knew about libraries was when I was in uni, when I used to go to the library, but apparently it's actually a thing because the amount of people that are here, I thought it was going to be like a free space, but people are actually in this place. So this place closes by 8 o'clock, and the plan is to make sure that I finish applying for jobs before 8 o'clock. And guys, I wanted to ask you guys something. Realistically, right, how many jobs do you think that someone should apply for in a day? Right, because I was having this conversation with my friend. She was telling me that 15 jobs is the minimum that you should apply for. And I'm like, what do you mean 15 jobs? Like, how am I supposed to put 15 quality applications out? It doesn't make any sense to me that that's the standard number. So you guys should let me know in the comment section, what's a realistic amount of jobs to apply for in a day, also in a week? I would really be interested in you guys, because this is a discourse I was having, and I'm like, realistically, I can only put in 3 applications every single day, and that's like all I can do. I cannot do more than myself. And she's like, oh, I'm not even doing enough. I say, okay, maybe that's the problem. But anyways, let me get to applying for jobs.
But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. You could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. No looking back, eyes on the road. Only thinking about where we're supposed to go. Don't have a map, just go with the flow. There's certain things we're not supposed to know. 4 miles, that's all that we have left now. That's all that we had time for. Don't know just where we'll arrive. But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. Yeah, we could be alright. You could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. Yeah, we could be alright. But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. You could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. We could be alright.
Okay, you guys, I have put in 3 applications in total right now, and guys, see, let me just tell you that the UK is cooked. The UK is so cooked. I literally just saw this BBC piece. It's about a babe that she went to Cambridge, right? And basically, she has been putting applications since, right? And she hasn't gotten a job. And people are in the comment section saying things about, every single day you should be putting close to 15 tailored application a day, and do that for 7 days a week. Let's do the math, you people. Maybe my friend was not lying. Maybe I'm not doing enough. So 15 times 7, that's 105 applications every day. Hi. How am I supposed to put in 105 applications every single day with a 9 to 5? You guys, I've not gone home after work. I came to the library straight, right? I spend at least 9 hours at the office. I get back home. I will sit down again 15 hours, edit videos for YouTube. How am I supposed to realistically put in 15 applications in a week? I'm genuinely thinking about this, and I really don't know, because I feel like I'm actually not doing enough. Because if people are doing 15 applications in a day, and I'm only doing 3, and I call it a day, 3 times 5, I basically apply 5 times in a week, or sometimes 6. So let's do 3 times 6. I'm only doing 18 when people are doing 105. It looks like I'm playing with myself. Honestly, I really don't know how it's possible for me to do 15 applications. Please, you guys, let's actually have a conversation. How many applications do you guys do realistically? Like tailored applications, not just any other applications. How many applications do you guys do? Anyways, I'm going back to my house because the library closes at 8 o'clock and it's currently 7:17. I have to post a video on TikTok that I have not edited. So I am going to go and tackle the other side of my life. But when I get home, I want to try to put in at least 5 applications today. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm going to try to get to it. But yeah, guys, probably catch you guys tomorrow, or I don't know when next, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you guys doing? Guys, I can't remember the last time that I spoke to you guys, but I think Thursday was the last time I filmed. The library was the last time I can remember filming, because yesterday was Friday, and I'm not even going to lie, I did apply for maybe just one job, because on Fridays I also have to edit videos for YouTube to go out. Guys, I was having a conversation with myself yesterday, and I'm just like, do I have to give up the things that I love because I want to focus on applying for jobs? I feel like I can juggle both of them, or everything that I want to do this year. I feel like I can make time for each and every one, but at the same time I feel like something is going to lack, right? And I just have this couple idea in my head that because I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know what's going to happen to my life, right? Does not mean that I want to abandon the things that maybe that's even the thing that's going to change my life, right? Because I've just been thinking about it. I put a lot of time into editing for YouTube, editing for TikTok, applying for jobs. I feel like it's quite a lot, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. But then again, I have a goal for myself, right? I genuinely want to make a career out of content creation. I want to be a successful content creator, and I know that I can do that, right? And for you to be very successful at something, you just have to keep on showing up and doing that thing, and eventually one day is going to yield results. So I know that someone was telling me that, oh, you can leave and you will come back, you know, social media would always be there, but then it means that I'm going to be starting over from the beginning. And I don't know, like, it's just something that I'm thinking of. Okay, should I just give up on YouTube and TikTok for now and just spend my time applying for jobs? But I still want to grow, and I don't think I want to give up on a part of my life because of another part, right? So I'm still figuring it out, but I genuinely do not think I'm going to stop creating content. I just feel like I'm going to have to balance it out, which I actually do, right? I balance it out. I apply for jobs when I come back from work, right? I also post on TikTok. You know, I think I balance it well enough, but there's a part of me that's asking me that, are you really doing enough? You know, I was having a conversation with you guys on Thursday, and I was telling you guys that someone was like, oh, you're supposed to be doing 15 applications every day. And I'm like, I can't do that. I genuinely can't, because I have work, and at the office I can't apply for other jobs because I'm dealing with people. So I just can't do that, right? The only time I have time to come back to apply for jobs is when I get back to my house, and I have scheduled a time from like 8 o'clock to like 12 a.m. where I apply for jobs, and I can only do 3 quality applications, because even civil service alone will take you a long time reading and whatnot. You have to write personal statements, and those things take your time. So I don't know, guys, I really do not know. I'm still trying to figure out my life. I just know that I don't want to give up on what I love because of, I mean, I know that it's also still not giving up. It's just stopping for a while, then coming back to it. But then again, would I still have the love for it or the passion that I have, right? Well, guys, that's just the things I've just been thinking about. I'm going to figure it out, because you guys can't help me figure it out, but I will figure it out, and eventually everything will work out. Anyways, I also want to be doing a recap of everything that's happened this week. So this week we applied for civil service jobs, we applied for private jobs, university jobs. I applied for a total of 15 jobs this week. So that's all the applications that I did. 15 quality applications, because I tailored every single one. I got about 10 rejections this week as well. 10 unfortunately this week, which is a good thing. At least it's better than being ghosted. So I'm going to take that win and just keep on doing. Eventually one day something is going to happen. See, guys, I was telling God that, God, you can't embarrass me, because I am putting it out there that you are going to do a miraculous things, and people will see your glory through my life. So you can't abandon me, and you cannot disgrace yourself, right? That's what I've told God. You can't disgrace yourself. You need to show people that you are the I am that I am, the Lion of Judah. You need to show them that you are that God. You are the one that brought me from where I am, and you cannot leave me at this time, right? And this video is going to be the testimony in my life, because people will see how you do it, right? I don't know how he's going to do it, but I know that he's going to do it, and we will all watch it unfold. It is through this series that is going to be my own testimony. So that's the conversation I've had with God, and I know God, he's almighty. He don't like to embarrass himself. I just have faith, and I know that every single thing that I am working at towards, God is going to do it. When? I don't know. How? I don't know, but I just trust in God. Yeah, guys, that's everything for this week. I'm going to be speaking to you guys in the next 2 weeks. By God's grace, I should have had much more testimonies, maybe interviews. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll figure it out what happens in the next 2 weeks. Guys, I don't think that I have a life right now. All I do is apply for jobs, edit for YouTube, edit for TikTok. I'm trying to start something personal for myself, like a brand for myself, trying to build that. I just feel like I'm so busy, but I love it. This is the life that I really wanted for myself. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful to God for everything. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This week has really been a good week. I am grateful for all the rejections. I'm grateful that I got my money back. There's so many things to be grateful for this week. So yeah, guys, in that spirit, I'm going to be saying bye bye to you guys, but please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and and let me know in the comments. I mean, I did ask lots of questions, so you guys should please don't ignore me. Do not ignore me. Reply me in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way too loud. And if you